Hi, I am Stefan Ukrainsky and welcome back to Let's Talk Sports. Today we will be covering the Eagles soaring in Minnesota, Flyers flying over the Wild, Sixers winning over the Timberwolves, and Za'Darius Smith's retirement. At the end, I will make my picks for Week 8 of the NFL season. Jalen Hurts gave his lagging offense a jolt by throwing for 326 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hunt returned an interception for a score, and the Philadelphia Eagles rebounded from back-to-back losses by hanging on to beat the Minnesota Vikings 28-22 on Sunday. Hurts went 19 for 23 in the highlight reel revival of the passing attack that helped the Eagles win the Super Bowl last season, hitting A.J. Brown for 2 touchdowns and Devontae Smith for a career-high 183 receiving yards that included a 79-yard score. Facing 39 from their 44 with 1:45 left and the Vikings still holding 2 timeouts. Hurts dropped back and dropped a 45-yard rainbow into Brown's arms to seal it after he beat former teammate Isaiah Rodgers with a slick double move up the sideline. Carson Wentz went 26 for 42 for 313 yards on an erratic afternoon, getting picked off twice in his own territory and struggling on the other end. The Vikings had to settle for Will Reichert's field goals on 5 of 6 possessions inside the 20. Final score, Eagles 28, Vikings 22. Good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles in their next game against the New York Giants on Sunday. Noah Cates scored 2 minutes 36 seconds into overtime to lift the Philadelphia Flyers to their second win of the season, 2-1 over the Minnesota Wild on Saturday night. Vladimir Tarasenko beat Dan Vladar in the opening minutes of the second period to give the Wild a 1-0 lead. Owen Tippett tied the game 1-1 early in the third when he backhanded the puck from behind the net and it caroomed off the back of Jesper Wallstedt's left goalie pad and into the net. Cates sent a thinned-out crowd home happy when he beat Jesper Wallstedt in the whining moments of overtime for the game-winning goal. Final score, Flyers 2, Wild 1. Good luck to the Philadelphia Flyers in their next game against the Ottawa Senators on Thursday. Joel Embiid started for the Philadelphia 76ers in their preseason finale on Friday night, his first game action in nearly 8 months. He finished with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists in 19 minutes in Philadelphia's 126-110 victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. He also had 3 steals. It was Embiid's first game since February 22nd. He missed the first 9 games of Philadelphia's 2024-25 season, never played more than 4 consecutive games, and wound up being shut down for the final 26 games of the year as the 76ers sputtered to a 24-58 finish. Embiid had surgery on his left knee in April, following an injury-plagued season that also included a sprained left foot and a sinus fracture. He was ruled out for the season in late February after averaging 23.8 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. Final score, Sixers 126, Timberwolves 110. Good luck to the Philadelphia 76ers in the 2025-2026 NBA season. Eagles veteran edge rusher Za'Darius Smith has retired. Philadelphia signed Za'Darius Smith to a 1-year, $4.25 million contract following its Week 1 win over the Dallas Cowboys. He made an instant impact, posting 1.5 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, and 2 tackles for loss over 5 games. He finishes his career with 70.5 sacks, 176 quarterback hits, and 87 tackles for loss in 145 games for the Baltimore Ravens, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, and Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for the football memories, Za'Darius Smith. I did well in my picks last week. I went 5-1, getting the Bengals, Rams, Chiefs, Patriots and Packers white, missing only the Vikings. One of the rare times I went against the Eagles. It's week 8 of the NFL season. Which teams will win on Thursday and Sunday? Minnesota Vikings versus Los Angeles Chargers. The 3-3 Vikings lost 28-22 to Philadelphia. The 4-3 Chargers lost 38-24 to Indianapolis. I predict the Chargers winning in Inglewood. New York Giants versus Philadelphia Eagles, a battle of the NFC East. The 2-5 Giants lost 33-22 at Denver. The 5-2 Eagles won 28-22 at Minnesota. I predict the Eagles winning in Philly. New York Jets versus Cincinnati Bengals. The winless Jets lost 13-6 to Carolina. The 2-4 Bengals won 33-31 to Pittsburgh. I predict the Bengals winning in Cincinnati. Cleveland Browns versus New England Patriots. The 2-5 Browns won 31-6 to Miami. The 5-2 Patriots won 31-13 at Tennessee. I predict the Patriots winning in Foxborough. Dallas Cowboys versus Denver Broncos. The 3-1 Cowboys won 44-22 to Washington. The 5-2 Broncos won 33-32 to the Giants. I predict the Broncos winning in Denver. Green Bay Packers versus Pittsburgh Steelers. The 4-1 Packers won 27-23 at Arizona. The 4-2 Steelers lost 33-31 at Cincinnati. I predict the Packers winning in Pittsburgh. Check in next week and see how we all did. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefano Sports Radio or through the podcast app or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC and streaming online at super1360WNJC.com. Thank you for watching and see you next time on Let's Talk Sports.